What is going on? I am Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I want to talk about the mysterious Joe Tippmann injury. Matt O'Leary NY on social media. Don't forget the Just Jets podcast. New episodes drop every Wednesday. You can call in, leave me your question or reaction, and we'll get to them on the show. All right, so in the New York Jets preseason game, their third game in the preseason against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Joe Tippmann suffered a knee injury. No one really knew during the game that Joe Tippmann was hurt. In fact, we didn't find out until Robert Saleh said something after the game, and he said that he did not want to speculate on the severity of the injury. That was on late Saturday night. It is now Monday afternoon, almost 2 days later, and there is still no update on Joe Tippmann. This is weird, right? Like, I'm not the only one thinking, like, what's up with Joe Tippmann? Why don't we have an update on the injury? I guess the positive or the any kind of takeaway here that I would have is, I think if it was something that was really bad, there's no way that it wouldn't be known by now. Someone would have known if it was a really severe knee injury. So that, I think, is a positive sign. And again, that's just speculation. I guess theoretically, sure, it could be something bad, but my thought process on it usually is, if it's something that's very, very severe, feel like you find out about it pretty much right away. It's not like this long period of time where you have no idea what's going on. So far, Joe Tippmann has looked good in the preseason, playing both guard and center. Last week, or a couple days ago, but in the most recent New York Jets game, he played left guard with Connor McGovern at center. Then once McGovern and most of that first team offense left, or offensive line at least, he moved over to center, and he was a little bit shakier at center. So a couple of rough snaps out of the shotgun from Joe Tippmann, which isn't ideal and doesn't help his cause to win that job, snapping to a veteran in Aaron Rodgers. But I think this injury, no matter what the severity is, I think it probably points to Connor McGovern starting the season at center. That does not mean that Joe Tippmann doesn't get in at all this year. I think I'd be surprised if it was a complete redshirt year for him. He has looked good in the preseason and in training camp. He rose up the roster, or the depth chart at least, very, very quickly after it was originally announced that he was a third string center. That quickly became the two, and then he was splitting time with Connor McGovern with the ones. I guess it's TBD on if he will play this week against the New York Giants on Saturday. But again, you kind of got to find out first. And I guess with no practice today, that's another reason why it's kind of been a little bit quiet. But would have thought we'd have at least some kind of update from anybody on what the severity or what the deal with his knee is. So I just thought that was a little bit strange. I wanted to come on here. And obviously, look, it's a high-profile player. He was a second-round pick this past year in the draft, and he's fighting for a starting job. He might not win that starting job, but he's in a competition, has looked good, and is obviously someone that, you really want to know. And luckily, with Izzy Abanikanda's injury on Saturday, it doesn't sound nearly that severe. After the game, we found out it was a thigh contusion, which when he goes down and looked like he was holding his area around his knee, you fear the worst, but a thigh contusion you will absolutely sign up for. Again, hopefully nothing serious for Joe Tippmann, but still think it's very bizarre that we haven't heard any kind of update yet. And now that I recorded this video, I'm sure there will be some sort of update. But anyway, I'm going to post it. Matt O'Leary NY on socials. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time.